Hello guys, welcome back to Mr. Cloudbook series. Today is the day 3 and in this video we are going to see how to install a self-hosted GitLab on your Ubuntu 24.04 server. Okay, self-hosted means you can manage everything. So you can handle your own GitLab using this particular video. So simple and easy terms I'll explain. Maybe it's like 5 to 6 commands to set up the whole thing. Okay, like GitLab and everything. The prerequisites is one Ubuntu server and one domain. That is pretty enough. Okay, let's do that. How to host a self-hosted GitLab. Go here and you can go to the Mumbai region or whatever region you want. So open VPN, this is the day one, and let me go to the Mumbai region. So this is the one best I'll use mostly. So Mumbai region is the best for my use case, which is near to me. So launch instance. So I'll take one Ubuntu here. So why we need to take Ubuntu means mostly we will use the Ubuntu in our organization's level. That's why I'm going to use the Ubuntu here. So and I'll use the name as GitLab. Take Ubuntu. So use the number of instances, that is one is enough. Okay, and Ubuntu is here. That is fine. So I'm using 24.04 here, and you can see it from here itself. And instance type. So if you wanted to host your GitLab personally for your organization level, please follow this guide. Okay, GitLab installation requirements. What are the requirements for your GitLab? Okay, so the necessary storage for the GitLab is, okay, the Lineage package only requires 2.5 GB of the storage and this much of the RAM hard driver. And CPU requirements, you can say that 20 requests per 1000 users. Okay, you should have at least 8 vCPUs. Okay, for more user information you can read it from here. So how much you want? At least 8 GB of memory, 8 CPUs. That is the main thing. We can go with 4 GB of RAM and 4 CPUs. That is enough for the learning purpose. And this is all the things you need to learn here. Okay, storage and CPU memory, how much you want. So you can take how much storage you want as well. So what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll take the 4 CPUs and 4 GB RAM. Okay, this is 2 CPU, 4 CPU and 16 GB. So this is T2 large. Okay, so T2 large is enough. T2X large is 4 CPUs and 16 GB of memory. So that is up to you, your use case. Okay, so if you wanted to host a simple GitLab, you want to learn, that is enough. Okay, and T2 medium is enough for if you want to learning, but you want to host and run completely, you can use this. Okay, so T2 large or T2X large, that is up to you. I'm going with T2X large, so I'm not asking you to use that one. Okay, so because this is cost you something when you run. So select the key pair. So my own key pair I'll use, and security groups I'll use the default one. So where 22 and 8443 is open for my use case, that is enough. And I'll take the 30 GB of the storage, that is enough for me. And we have the free tier eligibility, can get 30 GB of EBS. Okay, that's why I'm using 30. And here these are all same and nothing to do. All you have to give the name, select Ubuntu, and instance type, that is up to you. But minimum requirements is 8 CPU and 8 GB of RAM, but we are taking 4 and 16 memory, that is enough. And 2280.443 and launch instance and come back. It will take some time to set up everything, like initialize and everything. Meanwhile, GitLab is an open source application primarily used to host a Git repositories with additional development related features like issue tracking, designed to be hosted using your own infrastructure. And we will see everything. Okay, first of all, how to install the dependencies and everything, where we have to find these particular packages, right? So you have to go here. Okay, because each version have each packages. Okay, packages GitLab. So we can use it for public as well. Okay, you can see that packages and registries and GitLab and GitLab CE packages. So this is the official page and you can see that we don't need any login. Okay, you have to go here. So okay, this is the latest version, GitLab version. Okay, 17.7.6, but we are using the Ubuntu Noble. Okay, select this one. So these are the commands to install the GitLab, self-hosted GitLab, which contains, you can see that GitLab Community Edition is including with the Nginx. We don't need to install the Nginx again. and Postgres also it will provided in this particular package itself, Redis as well. So let's connect. So take this particular one, copy this and go here and open another tab. So SSH -I, so you have to provide where your key downloads AJ AWS PEM, okay, Ubuntu at the rate of this IP enter. Yes, okay. All you have to do is select the Ubuntu version and proper way of doing, okay, like which CPU you have to use, which memory you have to use, okay. First we have to use the update. Every time if you open or create a new server, do the updates, so it will download everything and you can check it here, Ubuntu Noble, okay. So this is the way I selected the Ubuntu Noble here itself, okay, Ubuntu Noble version of GitLab CE. So presently, so next just copy this command, okay, copy it. So if not, run the installation script, so that is up to you. You can use the wget package or this script. So this script is pretty easy, okay, so you can just select it, it will copy and come here and clear the screen and paste it here, okay. So this is the script.debian.sh and enter, okay. It will download everything, okay, detected operating system, that is Ubuntu Noble, and it will check for the kernel and it will check for the GPG and everything. I think we missed some command that needs to be there actually. So what I'll do is I'll use that one, okay. So the command to install some packages we need is sudo, okay, let me clear the screen so it's better to see. Sudo apt install, we need some packages, that is CA certificates, and we need curl OpenSSH hyphen server, and we need postfix, sorry, give the space, postfix, and we need tg dead data and perl. We need these all files, okay, enter, okay. So you need this, enter. So apt install, here you have to select the internet site, okay. So remember that internet site, enter, enter. That is enough. This is the command which install the CA certificates and curl and OpenSSH server and postfix and tg data and perl. So it will take some time to install everything. So here what we did, so we used three commands for now, that is sudo apt update and this CA install and perl install. These are all in single command. And finally we install this script.deb.sh. Okay, this is already downloaded, you can see that importing and apt-get update and everything. So the repository setup is done, okay. So we can install. So three commands we did, and to install the GitLab CE, all you have to do is copy this command, okay. So install here, copy this, paste it, enter. 1.3 GB of package, okay, and you can read it from here itself. Package size is 1.3 GB, installed size is 3.39. Okay, there is a difference here. So first 1.3 GB it will be downloaded automatically when you give this command, okay. Sudo apt get install GitLab CE. So we are using the latest version of GitLab, and see this is downloading. So meanwhile it will take some time. If you bought the server, okay, yesterday's video, after watching the domain and come here, log in to your particular hostinger, because we bought the domain right yesterday. So I'll use this Mr. Cloudbook.space, okay, click on manage. So I can see that my server, I mean my GitLab on this particular domain. Go to the DNS name servers. Okay, here we can add one is certificate at the rate. Okay, this is the old one, or you can just use a and enter. So just come to the instance and copy the public IP address of your GitLab. Okay, this is the GitLab, and I'm just copying this IP address. Come here to hostinger, and this is the Mr. Cloudbook.space, and point it to here and add record. Okay, so it's saying this having more than record may cause your website become inaccessible online. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll delete one. Okay, so I'll use this and I'll remove this 84. Okay, I'll delete this, we don't need actually, but this 65, which is the GitLab one, okay, you can see that 65.0.33.19. Okay, 133.19. So this is the main thing you have to add in your Mr. Cloudbook dot space in DNS name servers. So a record at the rate and this domain. That's it. So all you have to do is this one. That's why I bought the domain yesterday. So please watch that video if you wanted to. Host a self-hosted GitLab with your own domain name. And you can see that it's installed everything. So GitLab and everything. Thank you for installing GitLab and everything. So this is done. Clear the screen. So till now, how many commands we used? 4, right? So that is done. And next we installed GitLab C and everything. We already opened on 22 and everything. That is done. So next what we have to do is check for Vim is installed or not. Okay, Vim is installed. So you have to use sudo vi. So we have to edit one file that is here. Sorry, sudo vim sudo vi /etc GitLab gitlab.rb, enter. This is the file you have to edit. So this is the 5th command. So all you need to do is edit this particular external URL. Okay. So if you use this particular one, https, and what is my domain name? Mr. Cloudbook.space, right? So my GitLab will be hosted on there directly. So I can just give Mr. Cloudbook.space. Okay. So this is the one, escape, and we need to add a particular email as well if you wanted to. So that is let's encrypt here. Okay, enter. So here you can see that let's encrypt contact email. So we can provide the contact email here, insert mode, and remove this uncomment. First of all, uncomment that particular line. Let's encrypt contact emails, and inside this square brackets, go to insert mode or use single column post box dot aj. I'll use my domain name here and gmail.com and single quote. Okay, so this is how you have to provide single colon postbox.aj and everything. Okay, so these are the two changes you have to do in this particular gitlab.rb file. Okay, and if you wanted to see the number here, so this is the line number 2844, and next you have to check for external underscore URL, right? It's at the starting. We don't need to go to that number, but this is the number 2844. Let's encrypt. So you have to add your mail here. That's it. So if you see, so sorry, it's very big file, I think. Okay, no problem. I'll just come out of it. So next, what you have to do is after making the changes, you have to rerun the GitLab CI. Okay, that is sudo GitLab hyphen, sorry, it should be GitLab hyphen CTL and reconfigure. So we made some changes, right? So we have to do the reconfigure, enter. So it will take some time, install everything. If you see here, the packages will be automatically updated and it will use the HTTPS, whatever the thing we used, I mean the domain. So it will create the certificates. It will take care of self-hosting on your Nginx using the domain what you provided, Mr. Cloudbook.space and everything. So it will install the Nginx, PostgreSQL, Redis and everything will be reconfigured. So if you go to the mrcloudbook.com space, you can see your own GitLab self-hosted. Okay. So this will initialize the GitLab using the information. It can be find about your server like that. Anything, everything. Okay. So once that is done, I will show you. Okay. You can see that. So everything is done. Okay. Installed everything. See GitLab is reconfigured. So if you want to see your admin password. Okay. So first of all, let's see. So here I go, Mr. Cloudbook. Sorry, it should be dot space, right? Enter. See where it's hosted, Mr. Cloudbook dot space with HTTPS. See, I didn't change anything, just added in the GitLab.rb this particular Mr. Cloudbook dot space. So it's took care of everything like SSL certificates and everything. So this is also secure. You can see here, connection is secure and everything. Okay. So what is the username? Username is root. So what is the password? If you don't know the password, here see password is stored to this particular file. Okay, this is the etc GitLab initial root password. So right click, copy this session, clear the screen, sudo cat enter. So this is the password. Okay, equals to copy with equals to, okay, right click, copy password and paste it and sign in. This is the thing you have to read. See, this is the Mr. Cloudbook space. Okay, I have GitLab here. See, this is the home page and everything. Okay, so I want to change the password now. Okay, I have the GitLab administrator access because I am the only person. I can create access, I can give the access anyone. Okay, see, add people, anyone, I can add any people to this particular project. So what I'll do is I'll go to the administrator here. So edit profile. Okay, go to edit profile. So there will be different things here. Okay, in the left side panel you can check that there is a password here. So click on password. So what is the current password? So this is the current password. Change it to new password. Okay, first remember, change this password after login. Save password. So once you done, it will be automatically sign out because we changed the password. So if you want to log in, use root and whatever the password you changed, enter. Okay, so I changed the password for this particular administrator. So if you don't know, again remember that, click on this profile, this administrator here, profile, the profile here, and go to edit profile. In the same panel, click on password and update the password here itself. Okay, so this is the first page. You will see after creating the GitLab administrator. See, my VPN is not connected here. If you see here, so this is the VPN which is not connected. See, disconnected. So anyone can access it, right? So this is the main thing. So because this is self-hosted, no need to give the access to everyone, right? To see my domain and everything. So why they have to see this particular GitLab page? What if I want to add one more people here? There is an admin tab here. See, under there is a admin. Click on admin. So if I wanted to add some user, go to the users here in the left side panel, users. Click on new user and give the username anything you want. Okay, like Ajay, and the username is Ajay. I will use. So mail, you can give this postbox aj99@gmail.com. So I want to give the access to this particular email and profile, LinkedIn and everything. Okay. So reset link will be generated and sent to the user. User will be forced to set the password on first login. This is the password they will get. So which access you are giving, a regular access or administrator access, that is up to you. So I'm giving the administrator access for him. Okay. So this is the one. So what I'll do is I'll create user. The user is created here. User is successfully created and lost contact and everything. So if you have the admin access, you can impersonate as well. Okay. See, impersonate. See, now I am in the Ajay access, right? Click on this stop impersonating. So again, I become the administrator. So Ajay is here and two-factor authentication is disabled. If you want to two-factor authentication as well, so for administrator, go to profile again, edit and go to access tokens and there will be everything here itself. You don't need to do anything. Okay. So go to account. See, there is a two-factor authentication enabled. If you click on enable, you can scan this one using Google Authenticator or like any application, Ati, that is up to you. Okay, so current password and enter verification code and setup, that is done. How to add the two-factor authentication as well? So I'll use one app, Authenticator, in my personal mobile phone. Scan QR code. Only this time I scanned it. Account is added in my mobile phone and that is also there. So it is the password. I will give my administrator password here. Verification code. I will use that as well. Enter. Okay. Register with two-factor app. Enter. So these are all download codes. If you wanted to. Okay. Please copy, download, print codes. That is up to you. Okay. Download codes, print codes, and everything. So that is up to you. And I don't want it. Go to account. See, this is two-factor is also enabled now. Okay. So whenever I try to log in, okay, see, if I outside, okay, sign out. So I need to go with root and password and click on sign in. So it will ask for my two-factor authentication here. So I have to enter that code, okay, here. So in order to log in, every time I have to do whenever I try to do login, enter. See, this is how I came. Okay. So add people, this is same. So reset link will be generated and sent to the user. User will be forced in. So this is all. Okay. And if you want to add any project, that is up to you, or you can configure the GitLab, make adjustment, instances setup, that is up to you. Configure, and you can see here itself dashboard and everything. So this is sign up enabled LDAP and everything. This is the version of GitLab CL and everything. And if you see here projects, we don't have any as of now. Still now we didn't create anything. Users also, we have only two here, but this is also not proper. And groups, topics, GitLab services, and runners. We don't have any runners for now. And we can add monitoring, system hooks, applications, and everything here itself. Okay. So this is all about this one. See, but anyone can access my Mr. Cloudbook.space, right? So we will see how to secure the particular Mr. GitLab.com. See, I hope you understand how to set up the GitLab self-hosted, and thanks for watching the video and keep on supporting to Mr. Cloudbook channel.